So today we're going to be looking at Apeface, one of my favourite Generation 1 Transformers and one of the few 1987 robots that I actually managed to own. So he becomes a robot, he becomes an ape, he's a Headmaster as well, so his little head pops off to become another little robot, the unfortunately named Spasma. And this particular version of the toy I've got is actually not that bad. It's just a little bit dusty, there's some sticker wear, the backpack on him in robot mode's a little bit loose, but generally he's okay. So today it's all about cleanup and fixing the backpack. So, disassembling Apeface is fairly straightforward. He's mostly just removing screws and disassembling him that way. So I'm going to start with the back. Only 4 screws to remove here, easily enough to sort them out. You just take the cockpit off, and then it's just a matter of taking his legs and arms off and slowly removing them. So you can take away all the little bits and bobs here, remove all the various screws and washers and so forth. And you can see I'm just keeping them all separate in a little plastic tray, just so I know where they've come from. And yeah, I'm going to keep the Headmaster bits all in one place. That looks fairly straightforward and looks quite cool. I'm just going to leave that where it is. Oh, maybe not. I'm just going to let that drop out and put that back in. That's the Headmaster mechanism, so it's quite cool to see that from the inside out. And again, it's just a matter of going through with a screwdriver and just taking all these bits and bobs out and slowly disassembling the guy. A couple of little fiddly bits here and there, but it's not too bad. A lot of the stickers will actually be torn apart in taking this guy apart, but that's fine because I've got some replacement stickers I'm going to put on him later on as well. So onto the cockpit. This bit's a little trickier. There's 3 main screws that hold the cockpit together, which I've already removed, but I've never actually removed a pin from a Generation 1 toy before. So I'm not really that finessed with it, but I managed to get the pin dislodged. You can see I've used the tweezers here to, well, frankly, rubbish effect, so I decided to upgrade it to pliers. And with some proper pliers, you can actually get the pin moved out. It takes a little bit of doing, but it's not too bad. You just got to be gentle with it. And once the pin is gone, there we go. You can now then remove the cockpit canopy and the rest of the details, which will allow you to actually take that cockpit apart. So with the backpack, there's one little screw in this sort of pink section here that if you just tighten that screw, that will provide enough friction to hold the backpack of the robot in place a little more securely. You don't have to do this. You can rearrange his robot mode so that the legs in the ape mode do hold the backpack in place. But if you tighten that screw, it will help you keep that backpack fairly tight. Nothing to do with Spasma there, you just literally just one screw and there's not much else to remove. So I'm trying to remove the stickers by using some hot soapy water and just going to try and remove the stickers that way and give the toy as much of a clean as I can. After doing this for a little while, it became very quickly apparent that hot soapy water doesn't really do a good job of removing the stickers or the sticker residue.
Why won't the sticker residue come off? Oh, you're going to pay for this, little man.
Yeah, got a little bit carried away there, obviously. So yeah, that method doesn't really do a good job of removing the sticker residue, but I found that just using an antibacterial wipe does a fairly good job of getting rid of it and clearing it out. I'm not too worried about leaving a little bit of residue there because I'm going to be putting new stickers on this guy anyway. So now it's just a matter of putting him back together. So you just literally reassemble, put the screws back in there, and it's just a bit of a laborious process to go through bit by bit. and get that all placed back into the correct order. So I'm going to start with the legs, then I'll move up back onto the arms, reassemble the shoulder units, which become the ape legs as well, and just get the whole thing reassembled, re-screwed in, and then put back together. And you can see he's already taken shape there. That's the Headmaster skills counter cover back in place. The old Headmaster bit in the middle. Perfect, there we go. Just going to reassemble a very clean little guy. Thanks, man. Sorry I tried to drown you earlier. And then it's just a matter of putting the cockpit back together. And you can see that's nice and tight now. Got the new bit in there. And once the cockpit canopy is back in place, it's just a matter of putting that pin back in there. So I'm going to put the screws back in first, and then with the pin, it should just slide back in. You should be able to just push that back in there, and maybe tap it back in with the tweezers if you need to. But that should be nice and tight, and then it's just a matter of putting that jet mode back together. And putting the final screws in place, and there we've got a nice new clean jet mode. And there we are. You can see he's now nice and clean and ready for new stickers to be placed upon his person. Look at that. Nice and shiny and perfect and... oh shit.
Hello? Hi. Yeah. No. The YouTube channel's coming along good. I'm really enjoying making YouTube videos. Yeah. Yeah. No. Apeface. He's looking good. Yeah. Yeah. I did. I put the feet on backwards. Yeah. That was pretty stupid. Well. Hey, whoa! I'm allowed to make mistakes. Hey. That's very rude and a little bit hurtful. Thanks for the feedback, I guess. Oh God, I'm such a failure. Okay, back to it.
Okay, so in order to fix these feet, you can't just take the feet off. You have to go back and do the whole process and disassemble the body, disassemble the arms, disassemble the legs, and then go through and put them back together again, a lot quicker than I could have done in real life. So onto the stickers. I've got repro labels from Toy Hacks, and as you can see, these are nice new shiny stickers that replicate the originals very, very faithfully, and it's just a matter of placing these on the finalized robot mode. I'm definitely invoking my 8-year-old self here by not using tweezers and just eyeballing these, so they're not put on super exactly, but hey, I had fun doing it, so get off my case, man. What are you going to do? Huh? I don't care. So yeah, there he goes. Just about done. Just got to do the legs there, do the side of the calves. Perfect, looking good. Get the old head in place. Got the new Decepticon logos on there, and the last tiny bit of the jet mode, just to put that on the back. There we go. And then we're going to have a nice, clean, restored Apeface Generation 1 figure. Hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see who we do next time. Bye!
Ha ha ha!